Children, I want to tell you about climate change and all the other terrible things that we are doing to this planet. The reality is that our pattern of development, or what we call development, now produces so many impacts on the water, the air that we breathe, the soil on which we grow all our things, and the atmosphere. Now, I want to tell you about climate change in particular. Ever since industrialization began, in other words, human society started constructing factories where we produce goods and services, all the good things that you eat, the cars that we ride on. Since then, we have been using larger and larger quantities of fossil fuels. What are these fossil fuels? Well, coal, oil, natural gas. And when these are burnt to give us all the things that we have become accustomed to, that we are used to, then what happens is carbon dioxide is produced. And the result is that since industrialization began, the concentration of this carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has grown by about 40%. To some extent, what is happening with this increased carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is that the heat that would normally have radiated out into outer space from the Earth, and of course the Earth receives all its heat from the sun, this heat gets trapped inside because of this carbon dioxide which forms a blanket. And that's why the Earth is warming. And while it's warming, there are several other problems that are being created. What happens, for instance, is that we have many more heat waves. We have heavy precipitation events. That means heavy rainfall in a short period of time. Also, cyclones, typhoons, all these are increasing. And you are living in a part of India where you get a lot more storms, a lot more cyclones, which can be very harmful and very dangerous. So in order to counter all this, I've launched something called the POP movement. POP stands for Protecting Our Planet. And it is directed only at the youth of the world, because it is your future which you have to start worrying about. If we continue on the path that we are on, then climate change and all the other impacts on water, soil, air, the oceans is going to become much worse. These are going to become much worse. So therefore, it is for the youth of the world and young children, motivated children like you, to start taking action. My colleagues who are going to give you this training, please tell them if you have any ideas. Please get my email address from them. Send me an email so that we can work together. I want you all to become the missionaries of Mother Earth. I want you all to become the leaders of the POP movement. And I hope you would do that. And the kinds of things that you must do to act include using electricity efficiently. In other words, when you move from one room to the other, please switch off the light in the room that you're not using. As far as possible, walk. As far as possible, use a bicycle. Use public transport. Don't always ride in a car if you can help it. Also, don't waste anything, particularly food. Make sure that it's not wasted, because if you waste it, you're only increasing the burden on this earth. So I want you to be model children as part of the POP movement, and I wish you all the best, and I hope we can stay in touch. Thank you very much.